Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can combine that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
For the last 4 months, the Black Hand Society has made my life a living hell. And one thing's for certain, I can't handle these guys alone. But I don't just need help from anybody, I need help from the Steel City.
Why'd you do that?
Why?
Grind City.
Who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding,
if you want this, then come get it. See the plug and the outlet. Line with all the outfits. From the north to the south, always rocking all the fast shit. From the east to the west, independent represent, screaming grinders. New empire aim to inspire, network, think higher, unite. With this power, I'm more. So we do more. Foundation is solid. TV, mag, radio, and more. So show me who's a grinder. I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can combine that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
For the last 4 months, the Black Hand Society has made my life a living hell. And one thing's for certain, I can't handle these guys alone. But I don't just need help from anybody, I need help from the Steel City.
Do that.
Why?
Grind City.
Who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding.
If you want this, then come get it. See the plug and the outlet. Line with all the outfits. From the north to the south, always rocking all the fast shit. From the east to the west, independent represent screaming grinders. New empire aimed to inspire network. Think higher, unite with this power. I'm more, so we do more. Foundation is solid. TV, mag, radio, and more. So show me who's a
grinder. I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding.
Well, I'm Toddy Tondera back here with the unwilting Tatiana for another edition of Thursday Night Fights, and a very special edition. It is for sure the disco before the breakdown. Retribution of the Steel City Killers tomorrow.
That's right. Tomorrow night is going to be one of the biggest events here in 880 history. But tonight we're starting it off with some of the... action tonight, accompanied by Big Jim Fridge. I feel like all of these guys have the name Big, have the word Big in front of their names. But
I don't know if you noticed, but Big Jim Fridge has Fridge now on the back of his jersey. And he also gets 2 intros tonight, that one and then later on.
That's right. Later on tonight, we'll see Avalanche Adams also in singles competition. But Jeff Swayze has got his hands full tonight.
The Bearcat, Keith Haught, 24 hours away from going one-on-one with the Black Sheep and Nick Wilde for that TNF championship.
That's right. You've seen a lot of aggression come out of Keith Haught in the past couple of weeks since Nick Wilde turned their back on 880 Wrestling and everyone they supposedly held dear. But tonight, they have got some of that lovable ball of energy that is so welcome here at 880 Wrestling.
Everybody loves Keith Haught. You should. But of course, we've all been in, including Keith Haught. I mean, Keith Haught was out here last week cursing up a storm, which we don't see from them often, but the Black Sheep, Nick Wilde, Keith Haught.
Being a little coy there with Big Jim Fridge on the outside.
I would be too. Opening contest here. Dev Swayze, Keith Haught start off Thursday night fights here. Thank you for joining us wherever you are, YouTube. We're live on X, I think, for the first time. Is that what that app is called these days?
I believe so, but we're live there. We're live on TikTok, live on YouTube, Twitch, and
TikTok. That's what that is up there? Okay.
That is, in fact, up there.
Cool. I'm not on most of the apps.
Jeff Swayze going a little too confident there, feeling like his size was going to overcome the strength of Keith Haught, but not so.
Jeff Swayze, of course, he's 6'6". It's a tall person.
Very tall boy. Very tall boy. Now is Keith Haught in the corner.
Well, sure.
I don't think that went the way that Jeff thought it was going to go.
I don't think you want to.
This is not the direction that Swayze wants to take, but he's going for it anyway. Fire away, fire away. Oh.
Those jocks can be brave, but the Bearcat is stronger, especially on the mean street the Bearcat has been on. One of our locker room leaders these days. Laying it into Big Dev Swayze here.
Well, make stupid choices, earn stupid consequences. Dev Swayze taking a series of chops to the chest, and this poor boy being cut down to size by the Bearcat.
I think you're right about that, Tatiana. I mean, I think all of these 3 jocks that went to West Virginia for like 2 weeks and then dropped. I think that was a rumor, so I have no idea if that's true or not.
Well, I don't know if their participation in WVU is confirmed or not.
Yeah.
I heard some reports that it was one of the Penn State off-campuses.
Interesting on campus. Interesting. Keith Haught setting up here. Oh, basement clothesline here. 2 and just a 2 count. I want to say hello to all the folks. There's a few folks here from Manhattan, in quotes, tonight. Thank you for coming, Manhattan people. Buildings and stuff there, I guess.
Quite a few. And King Cat knee from Haught, and Jeff Swayze kicking out of that, but the wind has been cut from his sails, and Big Jim Fridge now causing a little bit of a distraction on the apron.
Well,
that is exactly what Swayze needed.
Big Jim Fridge, I mean, once he goes through those curtains, he's a different person. But up here, when he works production with us, hardworking guy, goes right through the curtains, and he's hardworking, helping the jocks out here. Department of Jocks have been the thorn in a lot of people's side here. They've been in there with the matriarchy for the Battle of the Most Hated. But you'll see the jocks tomorrow night at the Retribution and Skill City Killers. A certain all-star has a bone to pick with one of them, I suppose.
That's right. We get oh, big drop kick from Swayze off the ropes.
Making the cover. 2 count. I think Dev Swayze's hanging in there longer than I thought.
Likewise here. I have to say, as annoying as these 3 have made their presence be, they have also been pretty impressive in the ring. There's a lot of athleticism from these young men that can't go unchecked. And one thing they seem to have on on par, which is very difficult when you're this early in your career, is strategy.
A lot of synchronicity about them three, too, I would say. Oh, come on.
Jim Fridge now taking advantage of the distraction to give Keith Haught a little bit more crap on the ropes and staying there for some reason.
Come on, Big Jim. Get off the... Well, that's one of the reasons why Dev Swayze's still in this match, I suppose.
Oh, a big shot from the Bearcat. Turn fire from Swayze.
Really?
Going for a body slam, and he got it!
Really? Okay. Okay, I feel that. Two count.
Not enough, but impressive nonetheless. Absolute. That is some power from that kid.
And as always, if you're in the chat, speak up, say hello. Tatiana is up here again, and again, she is not, further proof that she is not missing. She's not missing. Some guy named John is wrong every week. Everyone sees Tatiana here. Oh, big! Jeez! Almost like a running headbutt of some sort.
Looked like a modified Kripken's kiss to Swayze.
There you go.
Both competitors down now, and I want this to be on record. All rumors of me having doppelgangers are false. There is only one Tatiana in professional wrestling, and she is located currently in the booth of 880. Big wind-up from the Bearcat. We've seen this. Oh, big elbow.
Body on body there. Keith Haught revving the engine. Oh, body on body again. So get up. Oh, jeez.
Looks like Swayze was trying to go for something, but got cut down to size. Bearcat taking over.
Oh, look at the power of Keith Haught, huh?
Big vertical suplex.
Oh,
oh
is it
no.
bumper time?
It might be bumper time. This is a bad place to be.
Oh, squish job.
Oh.
2 and ooh. Survived that somehow.
I didn't think. Oh, Bearcat going for a kick there. Swayze ducking under and throwing a kick of his own.
What's he having in mind here?
Oh!
Some version of a swinging neck breaker there. 2. I don't think he let the weight off of Keith Haught's shoulders a little too soon.
Might be a little bit disoriented after that carnage he took. Bearcat bumpers are nothing to mess with.
Hey, look at this.
Big Jim Fridge getting the hold of Keith Haught now.
Well, sure.
Oh, no!
Went to the tool shed one too many times. Big Jim Fridge knocked out on the apron, cut down to size. There is Dev Swayze. Uh-oh.
He keeps it throwing a roundhouse to the head of Swayze.
Oh, we've seen this before, Tatiana.
Yes, we have. This has been the key to many victories from the Bearcat. It could be the same case tonight.
Keith is looking for that hot mess. 2, 3. You could ring it up. Keith Haught victorious.
Here's Keith Haught.
Well, Keith Haught, incredibly impressive tonight, taking out Dev Swayze. I gotta say, after last week...
Whoa!
Wait, what?
Yes, Nick Swile was in the ring with a chair.
And Keith Haught with the chair!
What the?
Trying to get some early payback for the carnage. Nick Swile direct on Keith Haught's hand. Gotta wait before he could get that sweet, sweet revenge.
The Black Sheep, Nick Wilde, who's scheduled to defend the TNF Championship later on. Tomorrow, Keith Haught and Nix have a one-on-one contest, and Nix is out here early already messing with Keith Haught. I mean, Nix Wilde's been smashing everybody's hand up here, including Keith Haught.
Well, we will see the new TNF. We will see the TNF champion in action later tonight, but for now, an impressive victory going into the Retribution by Keith Haught.
Got a lot more to go, including our 10-person tag main event.
That's right, the first ever Field of Honor match.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thursday night fight fans are this out
back to the action there. Thank you to the Lyrical Gangster. And here comes the melanated Starseed on Dottie Block.
Sahara in singles competition representing the matriarchy, but still coming out with their manager Amanda Maslow. Paris Sahara has been on a bit of a hot streak lately.
Now Paris, of course, along with Zeke Mercer tomorrow night with the matriarchy, will be going against Sammy Suntheimer and a partner of Sammy's choosing. And I heard some of the ideas for Sammy's partner, and I'll tell you what, you better watch tomorrow. But right now, a little preview of that.
A little bit of a technical difficulty upstairs.
Maybe.
Amanda Maslow showing some annoyance at this, but there he is!
What? Who's Blair Witching in the corner there?
I don't think we want to know. Sammy Suntheimer coming out to Big Fanfare tonight after putting something in their mouth. I'm not sure what it was. I don't know if it's legal. We're not going to find out.
You caught that too, Tatiana? What was that?
I did in fact catch that, but whatever it is giving Sammy the energy he needs to start this match off. Crowd already impressed and elated for this young man.
Elated is one word that we could describe him as well from whatever that was. Saw Sammy Suntheimer in there a couple of weeks ago with Brandon St. James. This crowd did appreciate that one.
They certainly did. Sammy and Amanda Maslow jawing off to each other now. Amanda is not happy with, but Sammy keeping his back turned a little too long, and Sahara taking advantage.
We've seen this in a number of weeks now. Sammy Suntheimer and the Princess of 880, Amanda Maslow, have been getting into shouting matches. They've been shoving each other. Now we saw Sammy out here after Amanda last week, and that's how we got this all coordinated for this week. But
big cartwheel back elbow from Sahara. It seems like Sammy is very easily able to get into the mind of Amanda Maslow.
Not fisherman, huh?
Into a quick two. Not enough there, but we don't often see the Princess of 880 Wrestling so razzled so early on by competitors.
That's a great point.
Normally, the only time she's that faced is if it's somebody bigger getting in her face.
Yeah, right? But Paris, of course, making her mark known. She's been here at 880 for quite some time. Always one of a kind.
And Sahara absolutely bodying Sammy Suntheimer on the ropes right now. And Maslow
there we go
taking
again.
advantage of placement to mess with Suntheimer.
Working on Sammy in the ring, the Psychedelic Prince. Now we've seen Sammy here for a little while now. Starting to get his bearings under him, but Paris Sahara, I don't know. She's going to just bend him over her leg right now. Make him earn his keep.
It would certainly seem so. Sammy's one hell of a hard worker. He's busted his ass since joining T2T Pittsburgh. Although his wife, he's always very calm and collected at practice. It's almost unnatural, if you will.
He's very chill, right? Oh, big front forearm.
Another forearm, but return fire from Sahara.
Oh, those clubbing blows, she always smacks people up, in their back with those. I can always hear those echo up here. She's fierce in there. She's very, very fierce.
She certainly is. Sahara is no one to mess with. If you're going to step into the ring with her, you got to be prepared to throw everything you've got. Splitting leg drop from Sahara into a pin here. not enough. Suntheimer is still in this match.
She sort of has like a magical street fight style to her.
Our chat room has gone into a little bit of chaos on YouTube. Now there is some speculation that Sammy Suntheimer is actually a doppelganger, and I'm very happy to report that it's not the case.
Yeah, I don't know. Those rumors, I think, are debunked as well. Is the rumor that Sammy is missing? Because Sammy is not missing, for the record. I don't know if Buddy's Inc. is in the chat this week or what the heck they're doing. Oh, sunset flip here.
Suntheimer flip.
Oh, okay.
Oh, big kick from Sahara after a kick out.
Matt Flash is just walking around the street. That's pretty cool. Back into the ring, Paris Sahara strong-arming the Psychedelic Prince.
Well, the streets of New Kensington are calm right now, but if you're planning to join us live in person tomorrow night at 8 p.m., be sure to give the Fridays on 5th Food Truck Festival a peek, because it'll be right down the street from our beloved 880 Wrestling.
Chicken on a Stick is a favorite of mine. Recommend that for all.
There's a lot of good food trucks down there.
Oh, well,
Yep.
Paris is not happy. Clear the deck.
Suntheimer to the outside now.
Right in front of Sadie. Now Sadie and Amanda are getting into it. Paris bringing it out to the floor here.
Ooh. Sahara slamming the head of Suntheimer off the apron. The fortunate thing for Sammy is that he's got a big head of hair.
Yeah.
And that is a good handle for people to use to slam you around.
He's got a thick head of hair, too. Definitely jealous.
And Suntheimer feeling the carnage now. And Paris Sahara seems to be taking her time just a little bit, but maybe to her detriment. A couple of...
One kick and he was down, huh?
Going for another fisherman, but Suntheimer caught her!
A little bit of an unorthodox small package there from Suntheimer.
Big arm drag from the ropes, out the corner. Suntheimer with a big drop kick out of the corner. Is this going to be enough?
Two count.
That's some big fire from Sammy Suntheimer, who's now firing up the crowd.
Keeping the energy in the room is Suntheimer. Picking up Paris by her top. Oh, it's getting pretty serious.
And a big exchange of forearms from the two competitors. I've not stepped into the ring with Sammy, but I've heard that his forearms are something to be afraid of. Big kick.
Oh, what's she setting up here for?
Another fisherman. Oh, with a bridging pin again.
Two count. Sammy's hanging in there.
Our fans in the YouTube live comment section absolutely loving this performance by Suntheimer and the resolve. Suntheimer not in a great spot right now, though. Getting fish hooked by Sahara. That is not
devastating. Look at the look on Sammy's face. She's literally ripping that kid's face off right now.
It can feel like it sometimes, but Sammy countering with... was trying to counter with a couple of elbows, and Sahara...
Finding her inner chi is Paris Sahara. Mocking Sammy Suntheimer at this point.
I will give her this much. Anytime she does something, she does it with style.
She's one bad lady. Oh!
Reversal of the ropes!
Not looking so bad right now with a big clothesline there.
Another clothesline from the corner. Is this the fire that Sammy needs?
Eesh, maybe so, maybe so. Sammy's up to his feet. Paris struggling to get up here. Taking control now is Sammy.
Oh, taking advantage. Getting a little bit of payback before going for the finish. It looks like...
Uh-oh.
Wait a second! Wait a second!
Oh! Wait, her legs are up there. Her legs are... George. Her legs were on the ropes. Paris Sahara victorious.
Sahara using the corner ropes to her advantage to pick up a victory over Sammy Suntheimer, who's been arguing with George the ref.
Well, we all saw that.
We did, but if George didn't see it, there's not much to convince him otherwise. Sahara looking to cheap shot Sammy, and Sammy catching her and getting some payback now.
Certainly George sees this.
Certainly does, but the match is over and all rules are out the window. Sammy.
Oh!
Oh no! Zeke Mercer with a kendo stick.
The queer-coded villain is on Dottie Block. Nobody likes to see Zeke.
Not at all, especially not when they have a weapon in their hands, which they do. Coming to the rescue of their tag partner, Paris Sahara now, and absolutely knocking the wind out of the sails of Sammy Suntheimer.
Who is Sammy going to have on his side come the retribution of the Steel City Killers, which is tomorrow? You will see the matriarchy with Sammy and a mystery partner. So come down here about 24 hours away. But dang, it's a shame they leave Sammy like that. He's new here. He's new to us, and they're picking on him.
He's new. He may be new, but that puts a big target on his back for folks looking to make a point, and that is exactly what the matriarchy is planning to do tonight and most likely tomorrow as well. Hopefully, whoever Sammy chooses to stick with him in his corner, they can put a stop to the matriarchy's reign.
Well, once again, thank you so much for joining us for Thursday Night Fights. Tatiana here with Toddy Tondera. Thank you, Chat Raz, for chatting it up. Still got 3 more left to go. 24 hours away from the retribution of the Steel City Killers here at 880 Wrestling tomorrow night. Be hanging out here all night. Black Hand Society, hopefully they stay out of our business.
For the last 4 months, the Black Hand Society has made my life a living hell. And one thing's for certain, I can't handle these guys alone. But I don't just need help from anybody. I need help from the Steel City Killers.
Why'd you do that?
Why?
We've got swords, we've
For
got
the last 4 months, the Black Hand Society...
retribution on our hands tomorrow night here on the Doty Block.
Referee Chip in there.
And sending it right back to Matt Flash.
Into the flood again, ladies and gentlemen, our next bout scheduled for one fall.
Oh, we saw the other half of this tag team in his singles competition earlier tonight.
Oh, it's time for them again.
It is in fact. Oh.
Weighing at 218 pounds, this is Avalanche Adams.
Avalanche Adams back out here once again. Oh, Dev Swayze holding those ribs. A lot of jocks on Dottie Block tonight, Tatiana. We're going to see these folks all night, I guess.
It seems to be that way. I believe Big Jim Fridge has made the decision to stay out of the line of fire after taking a boot to the head from Dev Swayze earlier tonight. Dev Swayze, however, definitely feeling the after effects of that Bearcat bumper.
So wrapped up.
But utter confidence on the face of Avalanche Adams against his competitor.
Everybody at home, get those A's up.
And his opponent, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 131 pounds, he is strong. He
prophecy speak of the young dream catcher, Alao Dreams, electrifying more week by week. Always a great reaction from Alao Dreams out here. I really love this guy.
I do too. I love the new energy that he's brought to the ring with him in the past couple of weeks. We've seen a lot more aggression, more necessary aggression, I should say, from Alao Dreams. Yeah. And he's certainly going to need that tonight against Avalanche Adams.
And tomorrow night it has been set. The leader of the Dangerous Knights crew has been calling out Alao Dreams for quite some time. And I can confirm Alao Dreams versus David Lawless will happen at the Retribution of the Steel City Killers tomorrow night.
Absolutely insane match announcement there. That said, the after effects of tonight's match will certainly affect tomorrow's match if Alao's not careful. But these two are cut from the same cloth, both graduates of T2T Pittsburgh. One and only 880 Wrestling Academy.
It's something. I mean, Alao Dreams is in there with a former 880 wrestling champion. I mean, sure, we all remember the beginning of 880 when David Lawless stole that belt from Cowpoke, but Lawless held that on for a long time, and Alao has the opportunity to go in there against a former champ.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does, and we will certainly see if he can hold his own against a former champion. And tonight, he seems to be getting into the head of Avalanche Adams.
To be fair, it's a little easy to get into the head of a jock, but to your point, yes, he is.
Well, no, it's actually fairly easy. Avalanche misplaced the brain cell, so it's okay. There's plenty of room.
Yeah, great point. Locking up here in the center of the ring here, Alao Dreams, Avalanche Adams. Oh, got a break here. Getting in between. Well, looky here.
Referee Chip breaking up the count and making sure that Avalanche Adams doesn't get disqualified. Oh, big arm drag from Alao!
Deep arm drag here. Couple of them.
Swing and a miss.
Whoa! Walking the tightrope, huh?
Absolutely insane counter from Alao. Not enough.
Got an audible reaction from our audience here, all the way back to the smoking section outside. Get him out of here. Come on now.
Dev Swayze going up on the apron to distract Alao. And that's the kind of maneuver we saw from Big Jim Fridge earlier tonight in Dev Swayze's one-on-one match.
I'm happy you said that. I saw Big Jim Fridge up here celebrating that.
And those middle ropes are the favorite place for those accompanying our singles competitors tonight. It is a dangerous location to be if you are on the side of good.
Great point there, Tatiana. And Avalanche Adams is able to take control of this one. Stomping down Alao into the corner there is Avalanche Adams. All these Department of Jocks do have some height to them. I would say that. They do have some height to them. They're very early in their career.
They certainly do. What they lack for in street smarts, they make up for in athleticism and strength. Just like that with a big suplex from Avalanche Adams. Going for a pin here.
Just a 2 count. Yeah, what are the chat rats saying over there?
And just a reminder that tonight is another training night for videographers and backstage productions, thanks courtesy of Sidekick Media Services. If you would like more information, hit up Sidekick Media Services on social media and begin your video production journey today.
Yeah, Young Thomas is out there. CL, of course, is out there. I think I see Lonnie in the chat. Is there a Lonnie in the... Hey, what's up, Lonnie?
Lonnie is in the chat.
Cool.
Adams putting a boot on the neck of Alao Dreams, but doesn't seem to realize it didn't keep him down.
Oh, way up in the sky. Sheesh, in the cover here. 2 count. I just saw that Tupac Son side-eye Dev Swayze out there. I think Dev Swayze and Tupac Son are going to start fighting out there if this doesn't end soon.
That won't end well for somebody. That big side suplex from Avalanche Adams to Alao Dreams. Tried to take advantage of, a big super kick.
Two. I think he got all of it, but imagine if he did.
That's a big boot to run into. That could take a person's head off if you're not careful.
Very funny. Deb Swayze cheering for his tag team partner, but the audience here, of course, cheering for Alao.
They have their champion of this match, and they are not letting anybody dissuade them.
And still to come, TNF Championship on the line. Nick Wilde defending against Chaz Monroe in a 10-person 5-on-5 main event. A lot more in store here.
Alao managing to fire up the crowd from that chin lock, and working his way up out of the arms of Adams.
Big clothesline there by Alao. There you go.
Big back elbow. Going under, over.
Oh.
Might have been setting up for an insecurity there, but.
Yeah, I think Alao got too quick on the shoulders now.
Adams trying to go for a double leg, but not getting enough.
Setting up, we've seen it before. Big dream catcher. Night, jocks. And you could ring it up. Alao Dreams victorious.
Raise the power. Your winner, Alao Dreams.
Alao Dreams victorious. And you know it's a good match when Christopher over there takes his hat off and waves it around. Thank you, Photo Christopher.
Alao blowing a kiss to the cameras. Look at that beautiful dream catcher catching the Department of Jocks Avalanche Adams and putting him out for the night. The Jocks are 0 for 2 and Alao 1 for 0 going into tomorrow night.
From what I understand, Alao has something to say to Lyrical Gangster Matt Flash.
Alao Dreams tomorrow night, even though called Retribution of the Steel City Killers, it is opportunity for Alao Dreams. Tell us more.
I will be so happy to tell you. Lately, I've just been Lately, I've been dominating my opponents. So you want to know what? It's time to maybe just up those stakes a little bit, alright? You will be glad to know that tomorrow I will be facing a former 8A champion. David Lawless. I'll see you tomorrow at the Retribution.
Alao Dreams calling his shot for tomorrow night.
Big match feel. David Lawless, Alao Dreams tomorrow night.
Be swift and just. If David Lawless thinks he can get out of body blocks from Alao Dreams, ladies and gentlemen.
And Alao going.
And as the six mounts move forward here on Thursday Night Fights, we would like to thank, first off, we are live on IndyWrestling.us, on Twitch, on YouTube, and that is thank you to Sidekick Media Productions, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much to them. On sound tonight also, I see my man, the banana up there. What's good, like, and Big Jim Freak.
Some whoos. He gets whoos when he's up here. Whoos only when he's up here.
And ladies and gentlemen, our two artist men of the evening, Chip Cypress and George Ross, your referees. Up there on commentary, yes, there I do. The unwilting Tatiana on commentary, bringing some colorful.
Not missing. Not missing.
And your play-by-play man for the evening, everybody in mind's favorite,
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, CO. Thank you, everybody.
Mr. Toddy Tondera.
Oh, two of them. Let's do more hand stuff, I guess.
I am your host for the evening. I am Matthew Fletch. And this next bout is scheduled for one fall.
call, and it is for the TNF Championship. And when things get underway, your referee in charge of the squared circle, George Ross.
TNF Championship on the line, defended by our former friend, the Black Sheep, the defector of 880 Wrestling. The smug, the arrogant, the new face of TNF. Nick Wilde always calls Thursday night fights their show. They were part of us once upon a time.
They have certainly gone to a side of themselves that I don't think any of us knew was possible. Turning their back on their friends and their tag team partners. Cheering on the Black Hand Society as the society tries to wreak havoc across 880 Wrestling, and of course, dubbing themselves the new TNF champion. Speaking of the Black Hand Society, Peyton Graham keeping an eye on this match in the chat.
Nick Wilde has been breaking hands and making plans defending the TNF championship tonight. Here comes a former friend of Nick Wilde, a debut here on Thursday Night Fights. From Baltimore, Maryland, trained by Eel O'Neill. Here comes Chaz Monroe, Tatiana. What do you think of Chaz?
I don't know that much about Chaz, but I love the energy that they bring. As you mentioned, they are also a former friend of Nick Wilde, showing off some of that athleticism they bring. They heard about all the things that have been going on down here in Pittsburgh and decided to take a trip up.
This is about your co-main event of the evening, scheduled for one fall, and it is for the TNF Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, coming to you from Baltimore, Maryland. They are the Rock and Wrestling Connection, the Unmasked Rider, Flaming Spirit. They are Chaz Monroe.
Give it up for Chaz.
And their opponent, the champion from outside the flock. They weigh in at 215 pounds. They are the reigning, defending, undisputed TNF champion. They are the Black Sheep, Nick Wilde.
Great introduction there by the lyrical gangster Matt Flash. We've certainly come a long way from day one here. A day one faithful is Nick Wilde no longer.
Nick Wilde and Chaz Monroe getting in each other's faces prior to the matchup. Let's talk about what kind of an upset this would be. Not only to the scope of 880 Wrestling to have someone from out of town become champion, but to everything that Nick Wilde has been doing, has been saying, has been preaching since turning their back.
Chaz Monroe circling the ring there with Nick Wilde. Blocking up here. And if you want to see Nick Wilde's journey and the journey of a lot of us, over 50 episodes of Thursday Night Fights available at IndyWrestling.us. I think there's almost like 100. I'm not really sure.
There's quite a few episodes of Thursday Night Fights to catch up on and see the journey that all of these competitors tonight and before have taken.
Your journey too, for sure.
Certainly so.
Yeah.
I've had quite the journey since joining 880 Wrestling. Chaz Monroe making a pretty solid debut so far tonight, showing off some of that lucha libre background.
Yeah, right?
Now, we talked a little bit about this in the intro. These two competitors used to be friends.
Yeah, personal friends from in real life.
Getting to know each other through various artistic circles, the music scene, the wrestling scene. Quick roll-up from Monroe.
You want to talk about the music scene a little bit? Chaz Monroe on all platforms. Check out Chaz and their music. But as we said before, Nick's Wilde, all of their friends are now former friends. Were former friends. Anybody from their personal life is their former friend. And what Nick's Wilde is trying to do here is slow down the momentum of Chaz Monroe. And as you mentioned, Tatiana, with that Lucha Libre background, Chaz is trying to stay high-flying and bouncing off the ropes here, but Nick's Wilde looking to ground their attacks here against the ropes. Big shoulder tackle.
I don't think they expected Nick's to come off the ropes that heavy-shouldered. Getting in the way.
Oh, caught.
Went for a leapfrog into a back roll step over, but caught and now rolling into a wheelbarrow maneuver.
They got a couple woos for that. Oh, there we go again.
Modified arm drag.
Firing up is Chaz Monroe. There we go. How about that? Crowd behind Chaz Monroe there after that sequence. And right now, Chaz Monroe's on top of the cover. 2.
Big cross body.
Just a 2 count there. And Tatiana, what if we did see an upset here?
I think that would absolutely throw Nick's Wilde off their game. I don't know.
What would that mean for tomorrow? Uh-oh.
It could mean anything. Monroe going for another mover. Caught in a backbreaker, though. Tried to go for the Hurricane Rana, and Nick's Wilde readjusting them mid-flight.
Yeah, it seems like some sort of tilt-a-whirl. Nick's Wilde said, I had enough of this. And grounds Chaz Monroe.
Well, now we're seeing a bit of a clash of styles here. As we said, Monroe has that Lucha Libre background, and Nick's Wilde, while dabbling in a little bit of quick maneuvering, more of a hard-hitter style.
A little bit of a Japanese influence with those arm drags from Nick's Wilde. Of course, Nick's Wilde, over the past, this summer, it's been honestly the summer of Nick's Wilde. In there with Effie, all the unfortunate stuff between you and Nick's, all the unfortunate stuff between Nick's and our former champion, Reese Hayes, who, yes, is missing. He is missing. We haven't seen him.
Big backsplash from Nick's Wilde to Monroe. Monroe.
Oh.
Nice little maneuver there over the rope. Catching Wilde with a forearm. Going up.
Oh.
Devastating arm drag maneuver. We've been seeing them throw that a lot, and it is working every time. Unlike that insecurity that Nick's Wilde just managed to miss.
Big senton there. But if Chaz Monroe could stay on their feet, buzzing around Nick's Wilde like a bee, that is an advantage to Chaz Monroe, and Chaz may be able to steal one, but Nick's Wilde continuing their momentum as well.
Well, you said it before, Toddy. The goal of Nick's Wilde early on in this match was to cut off the momentum of Monroe, and we have seen that work so far. Every time that Monroe has picked up some momentum, Nick's Wilde has managed to counter and stop it in its tracks, just like there with a suplex.
Just a 2 count there.
However, nothing has been enough.
As it sits right now, Nick's Wilde, Keith Haught, Retribution of the Steel City Killers tomorrow night. TNF Championship on the line here. But Nick's got to get through Chaz.
Tonight has been filled with nothing but animosity on all sides. Certainly quite a bit of animosity from Keith Haught towards Nick's Wilde, who tried to pull a fast one on Haught with a chair.
We've seen it before. Animosity is a great word. Oh, fire up here. Chaz Monroe trying to get the best of them in there. Oh, but cut off again at the pass. Oh, no, look at this.
They want more. Whatever Nick's is throwing is not enough. They are begging for more.
Oh!
They got him! They got him!
Spinning all around town. Now, dare I say, Chaz Monroe had the fire in spirit that Nick's Wilde used to have. I think we see another NB Riot here on Dottie Block.
The moniker is certainly up in the air for taking. Sling blade!
Cover here. 2. Oh, 2 count. We're going to roll on.
Shades of Keith Haught, followed by shades of the former Nick's Wilde energy that we used to see in this ring from Monroe.
Right below the foxhole here.
Going up to the top. Big crossbody off the top rope.
2. Ooh, 2 count.
Absolutely impressive fire there from Monroe. They're going up again. They're going for another one. And the crowd is behind Monroe.
Oh, took a little too much time, I think. The cocky chagrin of Nick's Wilde.
Oh. Belly to belly suplex to Monroe.
There's the cover, too, and
no, Monroe's
not yet.
Monroe's still in this. That is one thing that we can say about Nick's Wilde. Their confidence since turning their back on everyone has certainly shot through the roof, and probably the worst way possible.
Yeah.
Sending Monroe off the ropes now.
Oh, spine buster.
This might be the end of Chaz Monroe's debut.
2 and
no.
2 count. Huge spine buster by Nick's Wilde there, and no matter what Nick's does not seem to put Chaz Monroe away, and what an impressive debut here.
Certainly so. Monroe is trash talking Nick's from the ground up. Nick's Wilde slapping their face.
As being 2 former friends, Nick's Wilde is just rubbing salt in the ashes here. Oh no. Oh, Wilde driver. And you could ring it up. Nick's Wilde still the TNF champion.
Here is your winner, and still the TNF champion, the Black Sheep, Nick's Wilde.
Nothing but animosity here. Nick's Wilde absolutely devastating the debuting Chaz Monroe. Very impressive showdown between these 2 competitors, former friends.
Oh God, what's this? Oh my God!
Nick is not done with Monroe. They are taking it to their back now. Wait a minute.
Come on, Nix. This is Chaz's first time here. This was your friend.
This may be their first time, but Nix is looking to make it their last as well, looking under the ring for something.
Oh, God. And Tatiana, I think we've seen this before. Nick's Wilde has been attempting to break the hand of everybody they get into the ring against.
Monroe,
oh, God.
I don't think Monroe knows where they are. I don't think they realize the danger their body is in.
Look away. Look away. Oh!
Vicious. Sickening.
That thud that we've been so familiar with.
One of our students getting in there to try to save Monroe.
Oh, my God.
What? Absolutely not. There's Keith Haught for the save.
Chaz Monroe saying, you haven't finished me yet. Keith Haught the Bearcat again. These 2 go one-on-one tomorrow. Keith Haught does not want to see another life lost to the Black Sheep.
No, absolutely taking it to Nick's Wilde. Saving the defiant Chaz Monroe.
Oh. And now we've been talking about, Sling Blade here. We've been talking about the new attitude of the Black Sheep, Nick's Wilde. But Keith Haught has a new attitude, too. Oh, God. Put that chair down. You've already done too much tonight.
Nick has the chair. Yeah, Keith is disoriented.
God, no!
But Keith catching the chair mid-swing.
You see that brace still on Keith's hand there. Eat that, Black Sheep. The Bearcat here standing on business for 880 Wrestling. In 24 hours, you could be looking at the new TNF champion. At least we hope.
Wait a minute.
Do it.
He's looking for some payback here. And George the ref saying no. And Keith still has the chair.
Oh, God. Keith has a heart. Keith has a heart the size of the world and can't do it.
Keith taking the high road, unlike Nick's Wilde. This may be the future revealing itself tonight. Keith Haught standing victorious of the champion.
A lot of pressure on Nick's Wilde to show up tomorrow. Maybe their biggest fight yet. For moral reasons, Nick's Wilde, Keith Haught, the retribution of the Steel City Killers tomorrow live. This is getting out of control with Nick's. I'm sorry, it is. It's getting out of control.
It certainly is, but we have to talk about the defiant nature from Chaz Monroe after taking a chair shot. They were ready to beat that chair right to the dome. An impressive victory and an impressive resolve from Monroe.
We still got one more left. A lot of bodies in this one.
As I wrangle for the last time down to the ring, this is our main event of the evening. It is a 10-person tag, and it is scheduled for one fall.
10 folks in this one. Oh, well.
Oh, no!
Everybody, I cover it. I didn't miss that.
They're back. They're reformed. They're annoying as ever.
Well, one thing I had the opportunity to do is I've taken John's microphone away from him tonight. He came with a Bluetooth microphone, and he always gets into our system.
Did you really? I'm so proud of you.
He's not acting like it, but I did.
Joe Murphy, collectively they are known as Buddies Incorporated.
Buddies Inc. in here, microphone-less. They are two of the folks in the main event. It will be 5-on-5 here. Maybe our biggest Thursday night fight tag match to date.
Certainly so. Buddies Inc. have certainly made their presence known every single week of Thursday night fights. And apparently will be debuting their new novel tomorrow night as well.
Here's a tag team we haven't seen in a while. And it, of course, is family over everything.
Established in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in a total of 480 pounds. Mike Bonner, R.J. Booker. This is the Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood making their return. It has been quite a long time since we have seen them here on the Doty block. But R.J. Adams and Mike Bonner here to make a statement as a part of this incredible match.
In their hiatus, they've been traveling the world on Brotherhood business, refining their skills. They started a fight club, the Brotherhood Combat Club.
Not only that, they've been winning titles. These two are current 8-1-4 tag team champions in our neighboring city of Altoona. They've been taking those tag belts anywhere they can.
Anywhere.
We may see them here someday in the future. Here's the wild card of this match.
Their tag team partner, hailing from level 4. He weighs in at 16,000 gigabytes. He is the Gigabyte Grizzly. This is
Brohemoth tapping into his more aggressive nature as of late. And that is certainly going to be something to help his team tonight.
Yeah, imagine having him on your squad in a 5-on-5.
I have in the past, and it was
counts as two people.
It was very comforting.
And their opponents.
Of course, Brohemoth won one-on-one with Uncle Masty tomorrow.
That'll be a big matchup.
From Smash Master Wrestling. Wow, there we go.
They're back!
Introducing first, hailing from the dead, at a total combined weight of 419 and 1/4 pounds. First, borderline indecent, Marco Narciso Puglisi.
competition. We've seen Marco Narciso in singles competition. It has been a moment since we have seen them together in the same ring.
And of course, tomorrow night they will be 2 of the 4 against the Black Hand Society in that hardcore war.
Listen, everything we have seen these 2 young men go through since forming as a team leads me to believe that we have nothing to worry about. They are more than capable of holding their own in that battle tomorrow night. That said, we shall see if they're going to hold their own tonight.
Off right here. 10-person tag team main event. I don't know that we've ever had this many bodies in the ring for a main.
Not for a main event, but can't count out that final member of the 880 team.
The ace of 880 wrestling, the king of Pittsburgh on his dotty block.
And their tag team partner, fighting out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, by way of 880 Dottie Block. He is Pittsburgh made. He is Pittsburgh paid. And he is internationally laid, baby. This is the skipper of 880 Wrestling. This is your king of Pittsburgh. So bow to MV Young!
He hit 2 dingers to start things off. Double shots for the king, MV Young here with the Den of Desire, with the 4th line in tag team action.
MV Young standing amongst his students tonight in this big field of honor. Bow! What the hell?
I took that.
Where did he get that? Is that being sanitized?
I need to address something, because tomorrow night, it's a retribution of the Steel City Killers. And 4 of these men are going to be representing 880 Wrestling. And clearly that's a big mistake. So allow me to present you with an excellent alternative in any one of us. Because trust me, we're not going to get the job done if we rely on a bunch of hockey nerds or home bag hussies.
Home bag hussies?
Oh my God!
Well, that's fighting words. Ring the damn bell, says George. Here we go in the main event at TNF. Sheesh.
Some guy named John throwing the glove and Marco Narciso firing the first round, and it is started here tonight, a Field of Honor tag team match, and it is nothing but chaos. Some guy named John taking a head to the pole, Joe Murphy getting powdered to the outside, MV standing alone in the ring.
Where did that John microphone come from, that sneak?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's plenty of room in his pants for it.
Yeah, right? Starting off the retribution of the Steel City Killers 24 hours early.
Everybody's outside. Marco has a paddle.
Well, sure, Marco has a paddle, but it is being utilized in wrestling tonight.
I'm just surprised it's not bigger.
Yeah.
Brohemoth, some guy named John, and Mike Bonner teaming up on Marco Narciso. Oh, they are getting a little close to the cars outside.
Who drives a red Prius besides me here?
I don't know, but we'll find out. Watch out, CL!
Oh, into the door. MV Young throws Joe Murphy, the king in his castle, walking out to the block now.
It is anarchy here tonight in our main event of Thursday Night Fights. As you've been with us since the beginning of the show, thank you for sticking around.
Yeah, we're having fun up here tonight.
We certainly are. I can't tell who's got the upper hand team-wise, though. Brandon St. James dragging in Mike Bonner. MB taking chops to Joe Murphy. Brohemoth manhandling Blizzy Blake. Some guy named John crawling back into the depths from whence he came.
They're all centering back into the ring here. They're all congesting this middle aisle here. Referee George Ross attempting to get control, but in this case, I understand why he can't. It is lax rules here on Dottie Block, so this could go all night if we wanted to.
Oh, Joe Murphy with a big chin drop. Mike Bonner and Brandon St. James exchanging arms. Blizzy, Marco getting the upper hand on Brohemoth and handing off to Blizzy with the paddle. Murphy taking a chop. Anarchy.
Chop heard blasted around the walls here. Mike Bonner now working on MV Young. With Blizzy Blake.
Some guy named John getting the upper hand on Marco Narciso. Mike Bonner getting the upper hand on MV Young. This anarchy is starting to go the wrong direction. Mike Bonner head first into that door. No,
there's our king.
Some guy named John, tried to throw a hand at Casey Ward. Casey Ward took him straight out and now taking out Joe Murphy.
Meanwhile, in the ring, I don't know that anyone sees this.
MV Young with a lot of confidence, and now, wait a minute, they're all seem to be gathering in the middle.
Blizzy Blake
going up top
is in those purple clouds up there. Blizzy Blake is gonna fly high like it's 421. The underboss of the Den of Desire with a paddle in his hand.
Everyone down except for RJ Booker, who takes advantage and is dragging Blake to the post. Watch out, referee George.
RJ Booker, the only one getting himself out of dodge, and that allows the Brotherhood Combat Club, to take the first advantage of this match. Before this was just other chaos, Tatiana.
It's nothing but chaos, but the match can only end in the ring. RJ Booker using his shirt to choke Blake. This may be a chaos-enriched match, but weapons are not allowed, as referee George is showing now.
Kind of not allowed. I mean, it is Dottie Block, but that was a great toss there by George Ross. And now,
absolutely delightful. Blizzy Blake all alone in the ring as the teams are starting to refine their way back to the corner. I don't think he knows where he is.
All day, RJ Booker in there with Blizzy Blake. Our main event of Thursday Night Fights, 5-on-5. Again, we're 24 hours away from the retribution of the Steel City Killers. The 880 Championship on the line tomorrow night, as well as Black Hand Society versus Team A80. Keith Haught tries to get the TNF Championship off of Nick's Wilde. Department of Jocks in action. David Lawless versus Alao Dreams. We got an all-star coming to the party tomorrow, and so much more.
Blizzy Blake in a very dangerous spot right now in the corner of the opposing team. Mike Bonner now taking his turn to throw a couple of shots at Blake. And of course, throwing some verbal shots at Brandon St. James, of all people.
Of all people.
Who knows? Maybe we'll see Brotherhood versus Fourth Line someday in the future, but tonight it's anarchy versus chaos.
Yeah. Now, Blizzy Blake has not been 100% coming back from a knee injury, coming back from a wrist injury. And he is in there tonight, muscled up as always, in great shape week by week.
You can be in incredible shape if your body is hurting, though. That puts you at a disadvantage.
no matter the shape you're in.
I give a lot of props to Blake. Wrestling while you are hurt is nothing to sniff at. That said, this may not have been the smartest decision for Blake to come in. He's got to get his way. He's got to find his way back to his corner if this team has any chance of winning tonight.
Brotherhood like sharks circling in the water currently. Oh, nice. Cool. We have kids here, RJ.
I don't think that stopped anyone.
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
Brotherhood setting up and taking out Marco.
That's not gonna do him any favors.
Big punt kick to Blizzy Blake, posed up like a football. Casey Ward breaking up the pin, getting some payback after getting knocked off the apron.
Oh, come on now. Okay, some guy named John, the gentrifier, has been tagged into this one.
I don't think George saw the tag. Currently speaking,
I don't think John cares. We saw that one.
Joe Murphy coming in now. Buddy Zink taking their time with Lizzie Blake. A combination into the back elbow there. I've seen this before. Some back and forth from the buddies.
I wish I never saw this. But of course, yes, I'm obligated to say tomorrow, Buddies Incorporated's new book coming out here and will be released. Oh, taking it to the woodshed one too many times. Collision at third base.
Here we go.
SGNJ and Joe Murphy. Uh-oh.
Here comes the king.
Guess whose block this is, Joe? Guess whose block this is, John?
Knocking the buddies down one at a time.
Oh.
Absolutely tossing some guy named John like a ragdoll, nearly taking out the head of some guy named John with the body of Joe Murphy.
Oh.
Big flying and rolling senton.
Big flip all the way from the Eaton Park Buffet, the king of Pittsburgh. Flying. Oh, here we go, broken down again. Well,
George the Ref is giving up and is just trying to keep himself safe and aware. Everybody's in the ring now throwing hands.
He's buzzing like a beehive on TNF.
Wait a minute.
Got him against the ropes here. Our favorites whipped against the ropes.
They caught each other. They caught themselves.
Low bridge is coming down.
Goodbye, everybody.
That leaves Brohemoth, the Gigabyte Grizzly, in the ring, eating some super kicks here. Big forearm. So much to get this big guy down.
This is the kind of advantage you want to have on somebody the Gigabyte Grizzly size. You want the numbers. You want everybody getting ready to fire up and throw a shot.
Oh!
Big drop kick to the corner from MV Young. Marco Narciso.
What is this going on here? Uh-oh.
I don't think he realizes what's happening outside.
Flip over the ropes. Eat that, Joe Murphy. Diving through the ropes is Blizzy Blake.
Coming to the rescue.
Look out below, Casey War.
There he goes. And that leaves Satan's favorite saint, who is no stranger. Who's no stranger to danger.
We want it, BSJ.
We want it.
From Negative Outlook Wrestling to Evil Ways to 880 Wrestling, it is Satan's favorite saint, and he's on the move.
Big flipping over the ropes. Everyone's down except for the saint.
Happy Thursday, everybody.
Absolute anarchy again, and they are loving this.
Put some energy into the crowd here for this big 5-on-5 main event.
It seems somebody's in the ring. Somebody's still in the ring. I wonder if the fourth line is going to take advantage now that they have the upper hand. I think it's some guy named John going for a line.
Crust Cutter! Back to the seventh aisle of Whole Foods goes John.
But wait a minute, from behind, there's Joe Murphy. I don't think Brandon has realized.
Of all Murphys to be in there right now, Joe setting up.
No.
Oh, pedigree!
He hit a pedigree!
Goodness.
I don't think St. James saw that coming, but I don't think Joe he sees Casey War catching, turning around.
The big thumper. Oh! Cradling him down.
And Casey Ward kicking out the trash.
I'll turn around, Casey. It's that clothesline landing on the top of his head.
Mike Bonner is showing off his power. There's Marco Narciso with an eat the beat.
Deathadil sends Bonner flying. Marco's in there by himself, but here comes All Day.
RJ Booker.
Oh! Slam from the hood from RJ Booker, but here comes Blizzy Blake. This has gone a mile a minute.
Jameson!
Oh, God, it's Bro.
Blizzy Blake in dangerous position.
Well, that put the momentum to the Haught, but guess who's here? It's a KOP. Up on the shoulders.
He's got Brohemoth up.
Bang-a-rang.
Oh, wait a minute. There's something he's done. He took out Envy Young.
What?
He caught Envy Young.
What?
He got him. Insanity. I didn't think he had him. That was a reverse DDT from some guy named John. Put the Den of Desire into Mean Buddy's aim before the celebration can continue.
Some premature celebration, and that's not the only premature thing. Buddy's Inc. taking the score here by the Den of Desire.
Setting up.
Oh!
Big splash from Marco. Oh, we've seen this before.
Oh! Flying high is Blizzy Blake.
Buddy's Inc. just a little too confident with that move on MV Young. Fell right into the hands of the Den of Desire. And it looks like some guy named John is right between the fourth line.
Oh, double minor! 2, and you can ring it up. 880 victorious.
Insanity.
The Den of Desire, the fourth line, and Young, the Steel City Killers.
The Steel City Killers, along with the Den of Desire, victorious. And could that be a preview of tomorrow night when 4 of these 5 men in the ring go in there against the Black Hand Society Hardcore War at the Retribution of the Steel City Killers tomorrow night?
See some playback from this match. Nothing but insanity from everyone. Everyone was ready to throw hands. You saw that big splash from Blizzy Blake, followed pretty shortly by this flipping toss by Brandon St. James. The Steel City Killers taking it to everyone.
Well, we want to thank everybody for being a part of the broadcast this evening. Join us here on Dottie Block tomorrow for the Retribution of the Steel City Killers. From the unwilting Tatiana, thank you again for joining us up here.
Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure to watch these shows. I can't wait for tomorrow night.
This has been Toddy Tondera. Get Roach.
Tomorrow night is the Retribution of the Steel City Killers. We can't wait to see you tomorrow night. Thank you all for coming tonight. Good night.
For the last 4 months, the Black Hand Society has made my life a living hell. And one thing's for certain, I can't handle these guys alone. But I don't just need help from anybody, I need help from the Steel City Killers.
Why'd you do that?
Why? For the last 4